Hey, so I wanted to share. I have a Bible. I keep hitting the tripod. I'm sorry. Anyways, I have a Bible that I keep at my desk at work. When I get like stressed and overwhelmed, I'm just like, I'm gonna take a minute. I'm taking my 10-minute, take out my Bible, pray, tell the Lord how I'm feeling, ask for His help. I open, I have a bookmark in there, so it's just wherever I just pick up wherever I left off and just keep reading. And so it's in Second Kings. When I bought it, it was like I think it was in First or Second Kings, and I kind of just like, this is as good a spot as any, and just kind of kept reading from there. Anyway, so I was reading Second Kings chapter 5, and there's a king, the king of Syria. And he has a man who's like, who helped him win some battles or something, Naaman. And he is like high up in the kingdom of Syria, but he has leprosy. And so when the Syrians fought Israel, they took some people with them as slaves. And one of these slave girls is working for Naaman, hired to work, like to help his wife or whatever. And this servant she's a slave servant. I'm not really sure. I wonder if it says, it just says a maid, so I'm servant. But she's like, hey, there's this prophet in Israel. He might be able to help you out. And so Naaman goes to the king. He's like, hey, I heard there's this guy in Israel who might be able to, cure me of my leprosy. And so the king's like, yeah, man, I'll write you a letter to the king of Israel asking him if they can help you out. So he writes the letter. I believe it's a messenger that sends this letter to the king of Israel. I'm not going to read the whole chapter. I've read it a couple times, and that's not what I want to focus on. So the king of Israel gets the letter. It says, verse 6, he says, and he brought the letter to the king of Israel, saying, now when this letter is come unto thee, behold, I have therewith sent Naaman my servant to thee, that thou mayest recover him of his leprosy. And it came to pass, when the king of Israel had read the letter, that he rent his clothes and said, am I God to kill and to make alive, that this man doth send unto me to recover a man of his leprosy? Wherefore consider, I pray you, and see how he seeketh a quarrel against me. So he's like freaking out. He like tore his clothes. He's like, this man has it out for me. He's gonna get me killed. I don't have the power over life and death. Like, what is he thinking? How am I supposed to cure this man? He's trying to pick a fight. This man wants to pick a fight with me. And I don't know where Elisha was, right? So we had Elijah, the prophet, and then under him was Elisha. So this is Elisha. And Elijah hears about the king like freaking out, and he comes to him and he said, let me see if I get the words. And Elisha, no, that's not it. And it was so, verse 8, when Elisha the man of God had heard that the king of Israel had rent his clothes, that he sent to the king, saying, wherefore hast thou rent thy clothes? Let him come now to me, and he shall know that there is a prophet in Israel. So a prophet is somebody who speaks the words of God. You have false prophets who are not hearing from God and claim to be prophets. That's false. But the prophets we read about in the Bible, they are prophets of the one true God. So Elisha he's like, what are you doing, man? Put your clothes back on. Why are you freaking out? Like, we serve the one true God. Like, send this messenger to go collect this man, and we will show him what's up. Okay, that's what he's saying here. And I was reading that, and I was just laughing. Like, that's how we are a lot of times. Like, we forget the God that we serve. Like, have you forgotten? Like, all that he's brought us through. Like, the book of Exodus and Moses and the Israelites, and how, it just, like, God has a history of showing up for his people, but we're the ones that mess it up. We doubt, we worry. What if? We take on other gods. We idolize things that we should not. We take our eyes off of him, and we let ourselves get distracted. But it's like, and then when something happens, we freak out. Or like the king, he like got offended, and he's like, oh my gosh, this man has it out for me. And it's like, God's like, no, chill, bro. Like, and that can happen. But when we're spending time in the Word, when we're spending time in prayer, when we're listening to worship music, God ministers to us.
Hey guys, it's a different day, but I just wanted to finish the video real quick. Don't let fear consume you. Remember the God that we serve. He is all powerful. And keep your clothes on. Don't freak out. Remember the God that we are not capable in our own power, but God is more than able to to come through for us. And that's it. All right, thanks.